Snooker Loopy, not so we, me and him and them and me. We'll show you what we can do with a load of balls and a snooker cue. Pop the red stand, screw back for the yellow, green, brown, blue, pink and black. Snooker Loopy, not so we're all Snooker Loopy.
Hello and welcome to another day of our daily Crucible coverage. My name is Tom Mayhew and I'm joined as always for these quarterfinals by my very good friend, it's the Maltese Falcon, it's Joe Hannard.
Good evening, Hazel. Good evening, everybody at home on quarterfinal Tuesday. Was it a titillating Tuesday, Tom? Would you say it was?
I have been fully titillated all day, Joe.
I'm so glad to hear that. Always a bit of a strange day because everybody that's left in the competition is playing for the first time in the whole tournament, and of course you've got the big sort of difference between the players that won on Friday and Saturday and then the players that won on Monday, and I think we really saw the difference between the two today.
Yeah, especially in the way they started. I felt like there was a bit more of a freshness between the players who'd had a break. And when Murphy looked like he was, you'd have to call him Stephen Maguire because he was on fire, Joe.
Wow, yeah. I mean, 3-0 down to Zhao Shintong is how I should be pronounced it, I think. Zhao Shintong. According to one of our commentees, it's not going to happen. We're going to go for Ding John Wei instead, and Joe Yule Log.
I think some of it is Joe's lovely Geordie accent, and we should not try and take that from him. I like the fact it's got that flavour, and we all know who he's talking about. And you know, we had a comment on YouTube from someone trying to help Joe with his pronunciations of the Chinese players. And they also said that I amazingly pronounced a name, but now I'm scared to pronounce it again in case I muck it up. So I'm just gonna take that victory and never ever say that player's name again. So I can go, yeah, I nailed it the one time I said it.
I know, yeah, you know, it is one of those things. Obviously, neither of us speak Chinese. We both pronounce names how we hear them on the TV. We know Dennis is wrong, but you would imagine that Rob and Hazel and whatever are correct in their pronunciations. And certainly the way I'm trying to pronounce it is certainly the same as Hazel, really. But yeah, I think you're right. I think it's an accent thing. And, you know, I had this with one of my football manager players. There was an Irish player. I think it was Andrew Moran or something like that. And somebody said that I was saying that wrong. And there's no way that Moran is wrong. I think it's just the way it sounds in my accent, which, you know, is just the way it is. But
well, yeah. I think there's a broader point to be made here, actually, and it's about the fact that sport in general, but of course for this podcast, snooker is actually a fantastic tool for teaching people about like multiculturalism and teaching people about people from different backgrounds and different areas and different countries. Because like without snooker, there's no way I'll be able to get close to saying ding tong. I would go Exin tongs. Do you know what I mean? I would have no idea whatsoever how to pronounce that, and it's because of things like snooker and other sports that you do see so many people from different areas, and there's so many names that if I didn't watch snooker, you know, I would be saying Ding Jong Wayne and thinking that's correct every time.
Yes, but there you go. Obviously, yeah. The defending world champion young Chinese player came out the blocks leading 3-0, but Sean came back and won the next 5 frames to lead 5-3 after the first session. I think that's a mammoth effort from the magician there, and really good to see him playing well. It was a similar story on the other side of the arena where Mark Allen and Barry Hawkins were playing. Mark Allen took a couple of early leads, and then Barry Hawkins came back to lead that session 5-3. So we had perhaps the sort of underdog in both matches, leading after the first session.
I especially liked at one point Hazel made a comment about, she thought Barry Hawkins was going to swoop in and steal a frame. I'm loving this thing of making out that Barry Hawkins pretending he's Natural Bird. I think we should just do more and more of this. Like, he's really pecked to black there and just going, Barry's not happy. He looks like he might lay an egg in a minute. I think we should just really just keep pretending he's Natural Bird until he's actually dressed up as one.
Well, we can only hope. And maybe one day he'll be back on Memo and we can ask him to do that. But yeah, great to see. Especially, Barry Hawkins hasn't been to the quarterfinal stage, I don't think, since 2018. So long time since he's actually, as much as we think he's a Crucible specialist, it's actually been a long time since he's been at this stage of the competition. So well played to Barry Hawkins, obviously Sean Murphy playing well as well. Then we went into the afternoon session and we had John Higgins versus Neil Robertson, which actually delayed the evening session coming on. It was a bit topsy-turvy, that match, but eventually Neil Robertson opening up that 2-frame advantage. And I have to say it's exactly what I sort of expected with it, I think, with John struggling a little bit. And actually, I think it's a worse quality match because for some reason, John and Neil always play really slow when they play each other and really defensive. And there's no real reason for it. But yeah, it's just a strange matchup with them two.
We did get a message. I got a message from Banksy saying that in all Neil Robertson's post-match interviews, he's been like, I'm just going to play my game, just going to play attacking, really take it to the players. And Banksy sort of said, he said that, but then the evening session started late because they were taking so long. And you just kind of go, I guess you can only play the game that's in front of you. Like, it's hard to play really quickly attacking snooker if the other person's put a wall in front of you. All you can do is really respond to what they want to do, and I think there's no reason for Neil to be defensive, judging by most of John's sort of, especially in the first session against Ronnie. Surely you'd see that and go, I can attack this guy, but for whatever reason, whether it's intimidation, whether it's the pressure of the Crucible, who knows? But very, very cagey, slow quality match.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see how that one develops, but Neil taking that last frame of the session, I think, will be quite pivotal, actually, going forward, because it could have been another 4-4. Again, Neil's in the same position Ronnie was in now. He only has to win every other frame at this point. So be interesting to see if Neil can continue that form into tomorrow. So yeah, only one other match today, of course. The final match to talk about was Wu Yiza against Hossein Vafai, who both of them, I think, started the match pretty well. Hossein nicking the last couple of frames to level that up at 4-all. So that's definitely finally poised going into tomorrow. But that then led us to the evening session, and both the players that won 5-3 in the opening session managed to lose the session 5-3 in the second, so they're locked at 8 frames apiece as well. It's going to be a really close, tense Wednesday at the Crucible, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. I was trying to guess what alliteration word you'd use for Wednesday at the moment.
Wonderful Wednesday.
Wonderful Wednesday. Oh, I love it. I absolutely love it. I think it is going to be a wonderful Wednesday, Joe. And yeah, very, very close, which is exactly what you would want, really, from this stage of the competition. And I mean, it'll be interesting. No, you can't really call it either way. Do you know what I mean? Like, none of the matches have ever had more than 2 or 3 frames between a player at the moment.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and some incredible breaks, particularly in the Mark Allen and Barry Hawkins match. There was a real streak of 130 plus breaks. I think there was 4 consecutive centuries between each other. in that match, and they're both playing really, really well. Interestingly, the last frame of the session, it was 8-7 Barry Hawkins, and Hawkins had a chance to clear up, but he missed the final pink. So be interesting to see how crucial that is going into tomorrow, because I think Barry Hawkins has looked the better player of the two, yet Mark Allen is their level. I think probably less important on the other side of the arena, although Sean did lose a couple of frames where he was 50-odd in front. And that could be crucial, because that's exactly the sort of frames that Sean has lost throughout his career, and is why he's not won as much as he probably should have. So, yeah, it's going to be some tension going into tomorrow. Sadly for Mark Allen and Barry Hawkins, they're straight back on in the morning, because they've always got this weird thing where they have one match finishing, or at least one match finishing, in each of the 3 sessions on the Wednesday. So, yeah, it'll be interesting to see how Barry and Mark come out in the morning.
I like to think they'd come out in their pajamas. That'd be nice to see.
What sort of pajamas do you think they'd wear?
I think Barry Hawkins will come out and he'll be wearing proper Victorian pajamas, that really long arms, and he'd have that little hat with the bobble on it, like from A Christmas Carol or something. He'd have the little candle in his hand doing that. And I think Mark Allen just sleeps in his boxers, so that's how he'll come out.
Oh dear! Well, I don't think anybody needs to see that. So, so obviously they play to a finish at 10 a.m. tomorrow. John Higgins and Neil Robertson play their move-in session at 10 o'clock tomorrow as well. Shintong and Sean Murphy will be playing to a finish in the afternoon, so that's going to be a tense finish there on the other side of Wu and Hossein Vafai playing their middle session. So they're sort of going under the radar in these quarterfinals, as probably expected. But then that sets us up for a tense finale in the evening with Higgins versus Robertson and Wu versus Hossein, and could be late night drama at the Crucible tomorrow night.
I would like that. We've had very reasonably early finishes tonight. Really, we're recording this at 11:15 at the moment, so for all the matches to be finished by roughly about 10:20 is quite an early finish for the Crucible. So I think we're probably due a late one. We've not really pushed towards midnight yet. I don't know whether that will happen tomorrow. We will see. I mean, frankly, it probably depends how cagey some of the opening frames are. But luckily, most plays left in it, I don't associate with cagey play. I associate, to be fair, I wouldn't associate Higgins or Robertson with cagey play, but... But do you know what I mean? There's no sort of players, I'd say, like a grinder kind of players. So maybe we'll just have early finishes and we'll all get an early night.
Well, here's hoping, because I certainly need one. That's for sure. But yeah, we've had some great comments over the last few days. We really do appreciate it. Tom wanted to shout out a few of them tonight. And just a reminder that, of course, we are going to be doing our alternative commentary on Friday, 7 o'clock for the third session, I think it'll be, of the first semi-final. So really looking forward to doing that. I know a few people have said that they're going to be tuning in. And yeah, we're going to do the first 4 frames, and then we'll see how it goes from there.
Not just tuning in, Joe. This on YouTube from Papans147 says, I'll be there inside the Crucible on Friday at 7 p.m. Perhaps instead of putting on the old commentary radio, I'll pull up YouTube and play your guys' commentary in my headphones.
Well, yeah, remember Papans is, of course, Zayed from Singapore, who is coming into Sheffield this weekend, who, of course, introduced us to that one. Right, some minor technical issues, but we are back on the airwaves, I think. And we were talking about people's comments, Tom, but Papans was saying about the Crucible.
Papan says they're going to be inside the Crucible on Friday at 7 p.m. And they say perhaps instead of putting on the old commentary radio, I'll pull up YouTube and play your guys' commentary in these headphones. I mean, can you believe that?
Well, I mean, is it worth getting kicked out of the Crucible over? That's a big question, Tom.
I mean, I hope when we're in Papan's ears, he'll do everything we say. So we can just say, shout out, I love you, Dennis. And then we'll hear someone go, I love you, Dennis.
So it'll be a bit like I'm a celebrity, get out me ear. Is that what you're saying?
Is that a thing? What's that?
Have you never watched Ant and Dec Saturday Night Takeaway?
I have in the past. Is it not recently? Is it still on?
It's not still on now, but yeah, it was a feature they used to do where they used to get celebrities and basically be an earpiece and make them do silly things, basically tell them to do silly things.
Okay, I don't want us to rip off Ant and Dec, even though I would love to do Joe and Tom's Saturday Night Takeaway.
Well, there's still time yet, Tom. Still time yet. Who knows?
That'll be just me and Joe meeting up and getting a kebab. That's all that'll be.
Absolutely. But yeah, thank you for all of your comments. Do keep them coming. Get involved at snookerloopypodcast@gmail.com as well. We do love hearing from you. But we have got one of our regular features today, and it's a Cue the Laughter, Tom. So would you like to talk to us a little bit about this Cue the Laughter?
Well, this is another one of Tom's eBay finds, which is the subsection of Cue the Laughter, and it's very, very Crucible related, kind of similar to the banner I sent you earlier in the week, which...
Yeah. Well, I'd never seen anything. I don't even know if I was the high bidder, so yeah. I will check it out, though. I will check it out, but I've got it up on the screen. So, official Crucible display pieces, Snooker World Championship 2008, Chesworth cues, £275. Blimey. And who have we got? We've got Stephen Lee. We've got Peter Ebden. Is that Ken? Practice rooms. And we got a strange picture of Nigel Bond with some unspecified people. We got Ronnie looking rugged as ever. Is that Liang Wenbo? It is Liang Wenbo. Dear me, we've got a picture of UPS with some man carrying a cue case, and then, yeah, Chesworth cues. I mean, this has got to be one of the worst eBay listings I've ever seen. I mean, not particularly. I'd probably go for the Crafty Ken over all of them. I don't know, which one would you go for, Tom? I mean, he's not licking his lips there, is he? Oh, dear me. That's a great find, Tom. I do question how much of your day you spend trawling the internet for snooker-related merchandise.
I'd say on an average day, probably 5 hours, 22 minutes.
I think that sounds pretty fair.
What I find interesting about this, though, is that you can buy all three of them for £695.
Yeah, it's not happening, Tom. It's not happening.
Or all of them. So what are they? £275 each at the moment, but the listing has different prices. Originally, it was Ken was 325, Peter Ebdon was 325. For some reason, Stephen Lee was 350. I don't know why.
Well, there you go. I mean, maybe this has been on for 15 years or so. When Stephen Lee was in his pomp.
Well, they're from 2008. So I'm like, has this been on eBay literally for 18 years and they've just not sold it because no one wants to spend £200 for a picture of Peter Ebdon?
Well, yeah, and a cardboard picture at that. It's not even going to be, not like the high quality Bingham image that we've got in our background there.
But I guess what these have, Joe, is they were part of the set. These are presumably on TV as part of history. And obviously, if it was a Ronnie one, people would snap it up because I think just the issue is I can't remember.
I mean, what I really want, Tom, is one of those globes from the old Embassy World Championship. That's what I really want.
Shall we really quick search on eBay for snooker globe, see if anything comes up? No, nothing. There's no. It's just trying to give me snooker balls. I don't want balls. I want a globe.
Sad times. But thank you very much, Tom, for that wonderful find. And do let us know as well if you guys find any quirky merchandise out there. Do fire us over an email. Get involved in the comments. Send us links to these things, and we will show them on the podcast. But I think we're probably going to take a bit of an opportunity of a bit of an earlier night tonight. Obviously, no results to bring you up to date with, but tomorrow, it's going to be Crucible drama all the way, I would imagine. Probably a couple of deciders at the very least. And this time tomorrow, Tom, we'll know who our 4 Crucible semi-finalists are.
Oh,
go on, quick fire. Who is your prediction?
Murphy, Robertson, Hawkins, and it's tricky, the last one. Woo.
Yeah, pretty much the same for me. The only one I'm going to change is I'm going to back John Higgins against Robertson. So Murphy, Higgins, and then Hawkins, Woo to be the final 4, which not many people will have predicted that. So there you go. Thank you very much, Tom, for joining me once again. Get involved down in the comment section and all of that good stuff, and enjoy what is going to be a wonderful Wednesday at the Crucible. And we will see you bright and early at 9 o'clock tomorrow to round up all of the quarterfinal action.